Hello, everyone. Today, we're going to talk about pride and being proud and what it actually is. And my baby Sadie wanted to join me today. She's a good girl. I know. Give me a kiss. Thank you. Now, maybe somewhere in your life, you were proud. Maybe somewhere in your life you have thought that you've accomplished something. Maybe you set a goal and you're proud. Now you're proud because you accomplished it. And what is being proud? What is pride? Is there a difference? How does it impact you in your life? I mean, many people think I can be proud of somebody else. Like, I can be proud of my child. I can be proud of you if you accomplish something, because it was hard. It was a hard task. So now I'm proud of you, or you might be proud of me. Well, how do you know the word? If you don't know the word. All right, get down. I know. I'm sorry. Let's look at the definition of pride. I already know it, but I like to look it up to prove or to let you guys know I'm not making this stuff up. Words direct focus. When you speak, you have to create images. You creating those images and you seeing those images, those are what focus is, your attention to your image factory. That's focus, but you only can do that with words. If, for example, an apple, a bike, a giraffe, a red bouncing rubber ball, a baseball bat, an old church piano, hate, happiness, joy. All of these things I just said, you had to literally create an image in your brain in order to see it. I forced focus. Words actually are very powerful in influencing, manipulating, managing yourself and maybe other people. But let's look at the word pride. The word pride, and I'm looking it up literally, it means unreasonable self-esteem, especially as one of the deadly sins: haughtiness, overbearing treatment of others, pomp, love of display. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. So that means pride. That's what the word pride means. Now let's look at the word proud. The word proud, it means excellent, splendid, arrogant, haughty, having or cherishing a high opinions of one's own merit, guilty of the sin of pride. I know you can't really see it on there, but this, I'm literally reading it. It literally says guilty of the sin of pride. Now, can we put all of this into a process and how it's applied in real life? Yes, we can. So let's say you are out setting goals in life. Let's say this one goal is you wanted to buy a dog. And you say this dog is $1,000. So you have to save up the money. You worked hard. You didn't go out and party, and you saved all that extra money in order to buy the dog. So now the time comes and you met your goal. You saved the $1,000. You might say, I'm proud of all of my work. I'm proud because I set a goal and now I accomplished it. When you apply being proud in real life, You are taking credit for what is being done, for what has been done. The word fact, it means anything done or a deed. So you are taking credit for a fact, for the fact that you accomplished your goal. The thing here is you are taking credit. You are taking credit for the things that has happened. God has given us abundance. Abundance is a thing that is forever. It never began and it never ends. Abundance is just that. It's abundant. Abundance is a thing that does not cease to exist. So God, the Creator, has created everything all at once. Well, not all at once. God created everything in 6 days and rested on the seventh. All of our lifetime, my lifetime, is like me holding up a Polaroid and it's done. But He created the Polaroid. He created and designed everything in my life, your life, everybody's life. So if abundance is real, if God meant what He said when He gave us abundance, then everything that we discover, it's already done. God already did that for us. We can't take credit. It's like taking credit for somebody else's work at work. Let's say you're supposed to develop a PowerPoint for a briefing, but you don't know how to write this particular PowerPoint, this particular lecture. So you ask your friend to help. You ask your coworker to help you, and your coworker does, and your coworker actually might do the whole thing, but your name is on it. And you say, I'm proud for what I did. You didn't do it. Your coworker did. That's just what, like in real life, that's what happens when you take credit for what you do. God has given you life. Like God has given your life meaning, your life purpose, your life, the ability to origami and unfold into the next moment continuously. Like God has placed things, people in your life in certain ways so that you can maneuver through it. Being proud is glorifying yourself. You're glorifying yourself. You're saying, God, thank you for giving this to me, but I actually did it. I know you gave me abundance, but I actually did it. That's being proud. And pride, of course, is a sin. Unreasonable, high self-esteem. If you know that abundance is real, there's no way you can at all be proud. Because abundance means that it already has happened. God has already provided it. God already wrote the lecture for you. You are just discovering it. It's already here. You're just discovering it. And discovery is not only just finding a dollar bill in your pocket when you take it out of the dryer. Like that is a discovery. Did you know that there is a demon that is the king of pride? So, it's just so crazy because I had visions of an alligator. I had a vision of an alligator only downstairs. And I was like, what, God, what does this mean? And like, I can literally see it slithering through my house. And I was like, God, what does this mean? What does this mean? And just now, the word Leviathan came up in my mind. And I was like, I've heard that before. I've not done research on it, but I've heard that before. Let me look it up. I found something out. The king of pride is Leviathan. In Job 41 and 34, Leviathan is the king over the children of pride. We are all God's children. But the people who are proud, the people who are taking credit for God's provision, they are committing a sin. They are separated from God, in a sense. The king of pride wants you to be proud, wants you to boast about what you have accomplished, what your children have accomplished. Did you know that you cannot be thankful and proud at the very exact same time? And you can't. It's impossible. You can have a hot potato in this hand, and then you can have an ice cube in this hand. You can feel the difference of them both. One might be cold and one might be scorching hot. Now, if you can continue to hold them, that's up to you. But in all seriousness, being thankful erases your ability to commit the sin of pride. Did you also know that being proud, committing the sin of pride, is connected to jealousy? They're on the same coin. Being proud and being jealous are on the same coin. They're opposites. When you are proud of something, you are possessive. You are taking possession and credit for a thing that is accomplished, that of a fact. When you are jealous, you are taking possession of the lack of the fact, the lack of you not having something. You're possessing that. Both things are a type of possession or possessiveness. And the only way you can know a thing is in opposition is if you exert yourself so much, you will organically flow onto the other side of the coin. For example, happy and sadness. They are connected. They are opposites. This is true. When you are so sad, so purely sad, you're crying. Sometimes when you are in the spirit of sadness and you just get it all out, unblocked, when you just let it all out, you'll begin to laugh. It's crazy. It's because once you drain all of that, you have nowhere else to go other than happiness. When you are really happy, purely in the essence of happiness, you will flow right into, like, you'll be laughing and then you'll cry. That's how you know they're opposites. Being proud, when you are proud, you always invite jealousy. You always will. And then there are other things when you are jealous. That's why they say misery loves company. Because God is not separate. Like God, there's no division in God. When you start dividing things of God, opposites happen. And then like you start to be jealous, and then anger is here, and then depression is here, and all this other stuff is here. Instead of being proud, be thankful. If your child graduated with straight A's and you were the one that helped out all throughout the night, it's better to be thankful for God to allowing you here to then teach your children, to guide your children late at night when you just got off of a double shift. Thank God for that. Be thankful for their ability of retaining information. It's better to be thankful than to be proud. Being proud, you're summoning the Leviathan spirit, and that spirit, it does a lot more things than just being proud. When you are proud of your child, you are glorifying them. God wants you to glorify God. That's why it's better to be thankful. Also, when you are thankful, you cannot be sad. Did you know that? You cannot be unhappy and thankful at the same time. There's a lot of things that thankfulness happens. When you can fake being thankful. If you just thank God with your words out loud, something happens. It shifts. But being thankful, it leads into other things. When you are thankful for your life, for your food that you're eating, for the clothes that are on your back, for being alive, like the word thankful also, it means something. It means satisfied. When you are satisfied, you can be thankful. So people think that I need to be thankful when I'm getting a gift. People think that I need to be thankful when I'm winning the lottery or when I am accomplishing something. You can be thankful and poor at the same time. Do you have a car to drive? It might be a beat up car that has smoke running out of it, but does it work? Does it get you from point A to point B? Or do you have to walk 20 miles to work? Do you have a job? Some people don't even have legs. If you look at thankful in the context of I am satisfied here, then you're good. Being satisfied, you now have the ability to be thankful. And when you are thankful, then you are more apt to attract things that will lead you into the area called grace. Grace, the word grace, means God's unmerited love and favor. And when you are in the area called grace, you experience hope, you experience joy, you experience resources. God will provide resources. It might be money, it might be family support, it might be His love, God's love, it might be love from the community. Your life is going to completely change. Your life is going to completely change. But the devil wants you to focus on lack, what you don't have, how much people have stolen from you, how much they have hurt you, how much they have rejected and abandoned you, how much they have cursed your name, how much all this stuff is happening or has happened to you. But if you understand that you are satisfied, that you have satisfaction in your life, not that you are overflowing right now. If you are satisfied, you can be thankful. God will see this thanks and say, you know what? I'm going to give you more things that you can be thankful for. Because being thankful is a type of faith. There's belief and there's faith, and I think I made a video on it, and I'll post it right here so you can watch it next. But being thankful is a type of faith. Demons also have faith. The Bible says even demons believe and tremble. Belief, you have to look at something, touch something, smell something for your brain to create the image. Once your brain creates the image, then you have to accept that image as real. Belief is connected to reality. After you believe a thing, whatever that thing is, now you have to create an opinion of it. Is it good or bad, positive or negative? And that opinion of that thing is called faith. Do you have demonic faith or do you have holy faith? Demonic faith, doubt, worry. Those are main types of demonic faith. Being proud is also a demonic type of faith. Proud is not anything. I am curious to see if God has ever been proud of His children. Has God ever been proud of His children? I don't know. I am going to guess and say no. Based off of what I've read, the definition, I don't think God will. No, can't be. Your ability to be satisfied in any moment will give you the ability to be thankful. And that faith is what brings you your ability to manifest more things that will allow you to propagate the same type of faith. And that's what you want. You want to have the same positive things coming into your life, not the same negative things. If you have doubt, that demonic type of faith, that worry, that pridefulness, that you being proud, you taking credit for God's grace and God's provision, God's gonna, you will get more of that. You will get more of being proud. And then once proud, or you being proud of your daughter or your son or yourself, once you have not accomplished what you are, now you have the ability to be jealous of somebody else. Now you have the ability to not love somebody else. Anyway, I've written a book, an ebook. It's called A Peace Called Love, and I'll link it down in the description below. A Peace Called Love. It's about, it provides the foundation of all of everything, what you need to start your spiritual awakening and getting closer to God. It goes into things about spiritual gifts, spirituality, what spirit actually is, love, forgiveness, boredom, intuition, parenting, all these different things. It's an ebook. Consider purchasing it down low. If you didn't know, actually, my TikTok has kind of went by the wayside lately. Last night, I've gotten a random message when logging on to my TikTok. It said I've been temporarily banned for violating multiple community guidelines. I don't know where that's even coming from. Nonetheless, YouTube seems to be a more reliable platform. I'm going to work to get my TikTok account back. I'm almost at 700,000 followers. Very influential over there. But thank you guys for being here. If you have any questions about what I said, please drop a comment below. I love seeing your comments when people actually do comment. But are you proud of something? When was the last time you were actually proud about something? Is it going to be hard for you to replace being thankful with you being proud of something? Well, if you didn't know, now you know.